What's going on, guys? It's LadyB. We've had 2 previews into the super troops to come. We still have 2 more to go. And today I'm bringing you the 3rd super troop. Get those walls upgraded. You're going to find out why this is going to be super important. And stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you know when these update vids go live. But let's take a look in. We've already been introduced to 2 of the 4 troops to come for the update. We have the Super Barbarian and we have the Sneaky Goblin. So get ready to meet the 3rd, the Super Giant. Now, you can see by his appearance, he's got some heavy duty gear on his hands, and that's going to be key to what he actually does. The super giants are not only bigger than their counterparts, the regular giants, but they have this special ability, the Wall Buster. So this ability is actually going to help them deal more damage directly to walls. We'll still see them targeting defenses, but I think this is key to bringing back a particular strategy that some of you might know, the HGHB. And I have a replay. We'll take a look at that in a little bit so you can see it at Town Hall 13. Nice different strategy to get back into the mixed in Town Hall 12 and Town Hall 13. Yes, I said Town Hall 12 because that's when this super troop is going to unlock. Let's talk a bit about the stats. This is going to cost you a little bit more in Dark Elixir to boost than the Sneaky Goblin and the Super Barbarian, which were at 50,000 Dark Elixir. So we'll see this boosting at 60,000 in Dark Elixir. Obviously not a troop you're going to want to farm with. This is going to be more critical to using in your war attacks. But let's go take a look at the difference of the Super Giant versus a regular giant. We're going to see a massive increase in damage per second and hit points on this Super Giant compared to the regular giant. And in damage per second, it is almost double at 130 damage per second for the Super Giant compared to your regular giant. Now the hit points also taking a huge bump up, 4,200 hit points. So these guys are tanky. These guys are absolute beasts. You can use them almost like getting in multiple golems inside your base to do tanking. But not only that, they're dealing that extra damage to the walls. So these are very powerful units to get inside a base, do tanking, and help lead the way. So 4,200 hit points compared to a regular giant, which is 1,850 in hit points. So big jump up there for the tanking. Now training cost is definitely going to be quite a bit, 9,000 in Elixir, and that's not to forget the 60,000 in Dark Elixir for that boost, but that boost lasts 7 days. We're seeing a bit of a bump up in that. The giant is 4,500. Training time goes up to a minute, and movement speed is 12. That's going to stay actually the same, but it's the housing space where you see the increase. It's a little bit of a balance. You're getting more beef, more bulk for these. So of course, housing space has to go up. And for the super giant, we're going to see it increase times 2. So the super giant will take up 10 housing space, whereas your regular giant will only take up 2. Let's take a quick look into a Town Hall 13 3-star strategy that will likely be viable with these super giants, the Super HGHB. If you're not familiar with the strategy HGHB, it is a healer, giant, hog, bowler combo. And you can actually do this a couple of different ways. I chose to start this off with a queen walk just to lead the funnel and the pathing. I brought a siege barracks here along with me just to get a little extra funnel value on the opposite side. And I brought only one single jump because I did not want those giants having to waste too much energy beating through the first layer of wall. I wanted them to use that special ability that they had a little bit later into the base where it counted when I would need some extra reinforcement powering through, especially that extra tank, because again, that was 4,200 hit points that these guys have. So they are super tanky and can keep your troops safe throughout the raid. So let's take a look as the queen charge starts off. We'll fast forward through this a little bit, funneling this up here. We've got the siege barracks. It's coming in from the 12 o'clock side of the base, and I take a jump coming directly in, and you're gonna see this entry here is coming in on scatter shots on an eagle. They're taking on a lot of damage here, and we can see those giants powering their way through those defenses, tanking nicely as the queen meets up with them. We've got the bowlers working together, everything's gonna get inside the space. We're gonna reach them up, and I have heels for the hogs coming in for reinforcement. But look at them go. Now we have the ice golems coming out of the CC. With those ice golems coming out of the CC, it holds things up a little bit, so you need to make sure, depending where you're coming from, you might be sparing that warden ability to hold everything strong through. But look at that. They power through that initial scatter shot, taking on a lot of heat, taking down the eagle. Again, hogs coming in for that reinforcement here for the defenses. But look at these guys go and help tank for my units coming through. Now they are taking on a lot of damage, but I still wind up with these giants at the very end. So hogs coming in, we have the giants still doing some tanking for everything coming around, for the hogs on one side, for the heroes on the opposite side. And they even come in to do some additional tanking at the very end. But this is truly, truly a strategy that benefits from having a super troop come back around that we can see coming in even as high as Town Hall 13. And look, we still have 2 giants in the very end for that triple. Lots of troops left over, so a lot of power in this super giant. Again, the super giant will be available at Town Hall 12, so that means we'll get to see strategies like this coming through again into the meta there, and as far up as Town Hall 13, where you could see we picked up the triple with the HGHB. So get your thoughts in the chat below. I want to hear from you. What do you think about this super giant? Do you see some value added to this? Again, considering that this is not going to be something you're necessarily farming with due to the cost, but this will be a great war troop, especially to pick up those triples where it matters. Now we still have one more super troop to take a look at, so make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications so you know as soon as that video drops, so you can get an early sneak peek in what's to come. Until next time, this is LadyB. I'll catch you guys later.